Hi, good morning. I am not gonna pretend I wasn't up already for like 2 hours scrolling through TikTok, but today I'm just gonna take myself on a date. It is already like 1:30 afternoon. I thought it was gonna blizzard today, so I was gonna postpone this, but in the end, it's actually really sunny outside, so that's what I get for not opening my blinds for 2 hours. But we are gonna get ready for the day. Please excuse me exposing how badly I make my bed every morning, but I'm just gonna eat and get ready and then we'll go about our day. So cute to me eating slow and having to put this on a 500 times speed. But anyway, moving on. Okay, finally finished getting ready. I'm gonna head out now because it's almost already 3 and I was supposed to leave way earlier, but better late than never, so let's go. Okay, I think I low-key made the mistake of leaving too late. I also forgot to charge my phone because I was on my phone like the whole day this morning. But there's a lot of people around and I feel awkward filming, so it's fine. We're almost at the second transit situation. I'm currently waiting at the train station. It's like, looks like that. I realize it's so much more awkward vlogging in public than I thought it would be, especially when I want to get like cool B-roll. Okay, so quick pause. I just wanted to let everyone know that is not a vape. It's my battery pack for my phone. So earlier I mentioned that my phone was almost dying, so that plays into the story later, but we'll continue on with the video for now. But like, I don't know, I feel really weird. So funny story, the skating rink that I'm passing by overhead was the first place I remember seeing when I moved here, and it was really cold that day and I remember freezing my butt off. Okay, I feel like this is kind of fitting for the theme of this video. Wow, look at all the hearts. It's kind of embarrassing because I literally walked this way and then I circled back just to get a video of this heart. It's kind of fitting because every single one of my dates that I've been on while I've been here has been in this area. Like I remember literally standing at that crosswalk waiting to cross the street, and this store is actually a place where someone brought me on a date and I really liked it and I've been wanting to come back ever since, so I thought it was fitting to come back.
Thinking back to phase 1 with one outlets and the bass drums, early hours in the drive-thru, playing early diving night show. We found ourselves in stage 3, observing murals dotting Lake Street. With every story comes a stalemate.
Okay, so I'm in the change room. I got these pieces. I actually want so many more, but I took 5 for now, and I'm gonna try the other jackets outside.
Night gets cold, but there's smoke in the clouds. I'm having trouble sleeping and it's stressing me.
So I got some more jackets, and I'm gonna try them all on.
2 hours later.
Okay, I'd say that was a pretty successful shopping trip. I bought some things, but I will show you when I get home. So my next stop is Vincenzo's, which is an Italian supermarket, and it's like one of my favorite places to go. They have the best chocolate chip cookies, and they also have really good sandwiches. So let's go.
비트비트 걸어가는 나의 다리 의미 없는 또 하루가 흘러가죠 사랑도 끼리끼리 하는 거라 믿는 나는 좀처럼 두근두근 거릴 일이죠
The cafe that I always go to was closed. It closed right at 5 and I got there right at 5. So we're taking a detour and getting a drink elsewhere. And once again, I've made it to the heart.
하루살이도 저량한 나를 비웃듯이 멀리 날아가
Hi, I hope you can see me actually. I'm probably an absolute madman for eating outside in -7-degree weather, but I have London fog. And I was trying to film on my camera over there, but it's like not doing anything. So I'm gonna eat my sandwich in the park with my drink. Usually there's like animals chilling in those areas over there, but it's way too cold right now for that. So I'm just gonna eat my sandwich. I feel like today's been a really weird day. It's been very therapeutic. I honestly love going on solo adventures by myself. I cannot get this sandwich open for the life of me. My hands are so cold. I love solo adventures. And it's weird because, I don't know, there's something very therapeutic about it for me. I hate going shopping or to grocery stores with other people. I just always feel very self-conscious and I like to take my time. Oh my god, this sandwich. Yeah, I like to take my time. And really I'm like fighting the sunset right now. Dude, I swear, this sandwich. Okay, got it. Now it's like a fight between whether the sun is going to set first or my phone is going to run out of battery first. Yeah, there's something very therapeutic about just like having a day to yourself. I went to all my favorite places. It's very nice. Like, it's kind of cold right now. My hands are freezing. I feel like a lot of the times, like, I've been putting too much emphasis on my dating life, and I feel like that's how I connect with people a lot of the time, because, you know, everyone loves hearing a good dating story. It's something universal we can all relate to. It's like I date for the stories, and like, don't get me wrong, I would love to find someone, but I don't know, so far they've all ended at the 3-month mark for some reason, very specifically. It always goes really well, and then towards like 2 or 3 months, it's like, I don't know, something happens. And I feel like every person I found is kind of long distance, and it just makes things hard because then you can only see them on weekends, and then, you know, your weekends are supposed to be the time to yourself as well. And it just makes things hard, and I'm not going to be here forever. I'm going to move soon, and then the next year is going to be me like in certain places for 3 months at a time. So it just seems like kind of impossible to date at this point. I don't know what's happening. There's so much sauce everywhere. I'm gonna finish half the sandwich and the finish this later because it's getting kind of cold and I might get my friend to pick me up. Okay, so funny story. My phone literally died while I was filming, and I don't know if we got any of the last parts that I was filming, but luckily I had my battery charger and it's like kind of wonky, but it was able to revive my phone, and I called my friend to pick me up. Okay, also, do you remember how earlier I was talking about how I dripped some sauce? It's literally frozen now. I'm also eating as a snow-filled table, so that's how my life's going. And another news, look how pretty the sunset is. Officially leaving the park. I am so cold and the sun is completely gone. I hope I won't die here. So I'm at a point where I might actually die, and I'm gonna keep walking to keep my heart rate up. It's actually so cold and my hands are freezing and it's getting dark out and there's like no one around. I shared my live location with my friend, but my phone's at like 8% battery and it's really cold, so it's going to accelerate the battery loss. So if someone finds this footage, I'm probably dead. I don't know where I am. She said to meet at a parking lot. This is a parking lot, but I don't know if it's the right one, so I don't know what to do anymore. I am so dumb. I don't know why I left with my phone only at 44%. I'm also at a point where my sandwich is like half unwrapped, but I just put it in my bag with the rest of my clothes because like the sauce is frozen, so like it's not gonna spill.
One eternity later.
Oh my goodness. I've had quite a rough day. But first, let me just show you what I got in my haul. This bag that is literally like, I don't know, it's my mental state right now. So let's start with the small stuff. I bought some cool pasta just because I was at an Italian supermarket and I was like, I should try some new pastas. So I got this fun like frilly kind that's basically like tiny mini lasagnas. I can make mini lasagna because I have ricotta in my fridge. It's called bucatini. It's basically spaghetti but with a hole in the middle, so it's kind of like a straw, and it just makes everything so much more fun to eat. And there's mustard on this because I think my sandwich was leaking. But bucatini, and I don't know what this is called. I don't know, everything's in Italian. And I got my favorite chocolate chip cookies in the world. They do something with these cookies that make them so heavenly. Amazing. Okay, now on to the fun haul. I bought a leather jacket. Dude, this is so pretty. Like, okay, the lining inside is like a burgundy. It's really good quality. And I don't know, it just like kind of matches my hair. The way this fit on me too, chef's kiss. And then I bought this sweater vest, which was $24. And I don't know, there's something about it that just fit well, like with a white t-shirt underneath. And I am so excited to wear both of these. Okay, let me tell you about the end of my day. It was so chaotic. So basically, I was at the park and I was eating my sandwich. Everything was going great. The sun was going down. It was like a really nice sunset, and I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I love this atmosphere. There was like no one really around. It was very peaceful, very quiet. And I was filming most of the, okay, not most, but a lot of the B-roll clips on this camera here because I have a tripod, so I would set it up and then just like walk past it. And then everything that was a vlogging clip or a handheld clip was with my phone. And so I sat down at this park bench. There was snow on it, but it was like mostly melted. So I was like, it's fine. Like, I just want to sit and have like a peaceful park picnic day kind of thing. And so I set up my camera and I have it on the table, but I don't know if like the angle's good. I don't know what the framing's like. And so I decided to film on my phone instead. And that was the first mistake I made because, as you recall, I was at 44% when I left the house this morning. And that's not what you want when you're filming a lot of clips during the day. You need your phone for transportation and communication with people. And suddenly I looked at my phone and it was at 20%, and I was like, this is not good. And so my friend said she would pick me up from the park. And so I was like, I don't think I should text her, I'll call her. So I call her from my phone because I just want to make sure she gets the message immediately. She picks up, she's like, okay, I'll be there in like 20 minutes. Meet me at the parking lot. And I walk towards like where I think the parking lot would be. So I keep walking. It's like kind of snowy, a little bit icy, but I'm doing okay. It starts to get dark really quickly. And suddenly I notice that it's getting really cold. And luckily I brought my gloves because I was planning to not bring gloves today. And thank God I did, because it got so cold so fast. My hands were freezing. I felt like I couldn't move them properly. I walked to this tiny parking lot that I'm like, maybe this is the parking lot that she's gonna be at. I stopped there and I'm freezing. My phone is like now probably like 15%. I have it plugged into like my little battery pack.
See, I told you I would come back later.
That I have, except the thing is, like, I haven't charged this in a while, and so I ended up sharing my location with my friend just to make sure that she like knew where I was. And I remember holding my sandwich in my hand, and at one point I was like, screw this, like I'm just gonna put my sandwich in the bag with my clothes, because I knew it was so cold to the point where the sauce was like frozen, because remember it dropped on the table and it was frozen. So I was like, it's not gonna spill all over my clothes. So I put it in my bag and I started pacing back and forth because I needed to keep my body heat up. I knew the parking lot that I was at was kind of obscure, but I was like, there should be a way here because there were so many cars parked there. And then she called me and she's like, I can't get to where you are. You need to like go to this, like the tall building there. And I was like, okay, like I don't know where that is. And she's like, just start walking towards the tall building. So I was like, okay. So I start walking and then I look at my phone. Oh, and all this time I was trying to vlog everything on my camera, and my camera batteries are fully charged this morning because I made sure I had 3 camera batteries, and it was so cold that they would only last like 2 minutes and then stop recording. So all my clips are kind of choppy, and I'm walking and then my phone dies. So I keep walking and I find, I'm pretty sure the parking lot that she was referring to, but it's a huge parking lot and I don't know what her car, like I do know what her car looks like, but it's very generic. And so I was just walking back and forth seeing if that, like if she could recognize me, if she was in the parking lot, but there was no one who was approaching me. All the cars were dark, like I did not know where my friend was. And the thing is, I knew how to get home at this point. Like I wasn't stranded because I could always go home, but I wanted to make my friend like know that where I was and that I was okay, and I didn't want her to worry. And then finally I got to a point where I was like, it's so cold, like I'm just gonna go home. Like there's nothing for me to do. It'll take 30 minutes for me to get home. I can plug my phone in and then tell my friend where I am, and I feel really bad because like she's probably driving around really worried about me, but like there's nothing else I can do at this point. And so I go to the other side of the bus station. Like angelic music started playing because there was a charging station and it took USB ports, and I could plug my phone in with this tiny cable I had, and I plugged it in and my phone turned on, and I was like, oh my goodness, yes. So my phone turned on, I called my friend, had her on speakerphone, but my phone was like sideways on this tiny cord. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're alive. She was like circling around the parking lot. She got out of the car at one point to walk around, but it got so cold that she went back in her car. And I was like, I'm just gonna go home at this point. So that was my day. It was a wild ride. Like definitely had a really good day, and it was definitely an adventure, but yeah, that's how my date with myself went.